Greetings. Welcome back to 15 Minutes Closer. I am Precious McGill. I'm so glad that you tuned in yet again. Seems like I'm getting a little bit of a following. I love that. I love that you guys are giving me energy and you're tuning in and you're giving me feedback. I welcome that, okay? For those of you who don't know and it is your first time tuning in, my name is Precious McGill and this is 15 Minutes Closer. I pray that today God speaks through me and listens through you. This is where I give weekly messages for inspiration and affirmation just to lift you up and keep you going. Simply, that's it. I ask nothing from you outside of maybe subscribing. If you can subscribe to Phenomenal Change on YouTube and on Facebook and on Instagram and on Twitter, I would really appreciate that, okay? It's Phenomenal Change. And if you have any comments or feedbacks or you'd like to me to answer a question, please feel free to email me at phenomenalchange, the letter U, at gmail.com. I will respond. I have a few people, timing is a thing, so a few people that I'm going to be filming with, and I look forward to that. I look forward to bringing that to you. So let's center ourselves and start off how we usually do with gratitude. Today, I'm just grateful to be alive. I'm so thankful. God is really blessing me. The opportunities that I've had, the opportunities for growth inside of myself and development. I'm so thankful for my family. I'm thankful for the life that I live. I'm just truly grateful for me today, my life. I'm so thankful. What are you thankful for today? If you're having a hard time, do like I do. Go simple. Just start thanking God for body parts, the ones that you do have, and thank you for its functioning. Find something that you can be thankful for, give gratitude for, okay? Breathe in gratitude. Let it ground you, let it anchor you, okay? Gratitude. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, Spirit woke me up in the middle of the night to confirm what I would be talking about. And I do hope everyone knows that. I would like for you to know that. I do pray for the messages to come through. And so I know that there's someone that needs to hear this message. Today is something, we're going to talk about something that I see a lot with many clients, whether they are spiritual advising or coaching clients. I just encountered this particular thing we're going to talk about today in a lot of people that I see. And it's the wounded inner child. A hit dog or holler. That's for you. If that touched you, if that struck a nerve, this is for you. Healing your inner wounded child. It's very necessary, people. A lot of times people think that they have forgiven or gotten over. You never really get over it. You just kind of get through it. That they've gotten through or gotten over the things that hurt them as children. It could be something very egregious like molestation or rape or abuse. Those things are very, very difficult to get over. And a lot of people are aware of it and they actively work on it. Some of us are aware of it, or maybe we're not aware that it was abuse. We know that it left trauma, the experience of trauma in our body. Also, there are others of us who had other things that maybe other people don't consider to be traumatic, but we experience them in our body as traumatic, such as divorce of a parent or loss of a very close person at an early age, okay? These kind of things leave the experience of trauma in your body. Maybe you grew up in foster care and you felt abandoned. Maybe you were in a family that was large and you felt neglected. Maybe you had parents who didn't know how to use their words and they always fussed and yelled and they used their hands to express how they were feeling. Not about you so much, just how they were feeling. And that left you with the experience of trauma in your body. These are the people who grow up to be very clingy, needy, selfish, and controlling, and they're causing havoc on people in life. For example, that controlling thing. I see this so many times. People get so bent out of shape, so pissed off by something someone else is doing. Like your mate is messy and they come in and they just throw things everywhere, or the people in your office are messy, or your roommates leave food everywhere. That's you wanting to control the environment. Now, don't get me wrong. A nice, neat, clean environment is very peaceful. I enjoy it myself. But sometimes it's beyond your control. And when it's beyond your control, guess what? You got to get control of yourself. You cannot hold other people responsible for the discomfort or the pain that you're experiencing in your body. You actually have to tap into the why. Why is it bothering you so much? They cool. Happier than a pig in slop. No pun intended, but pretty much. They're cool. You're not. So to the degree that you are not cool, you got to get it together. You got to pull it inside. Work on yourself. The selfish. Everything is about you. The world owes you a favor. Look what they did to me. You're always the victim. Everywhere you go, somebody owes you something. They got your order wrong. When it's all about them and they're selfish, it's usually because their needs were not met as children. And so they're holding everybody accountable and punishing people. Being very punitive with people. Whereas something might happen with another person who's more adjusted. Their order is wrong. The valet brought them the wrong car. Someone said something unkind to them. A person that's balanced will respond differently, people. I promise you. They will respond differently because they have a measure of peace inside their spirit. I let that be my measure. When I notice I'm acting out, I'm like, okay, I got some work I need to do. I'm too upset at the valet guy. I don't even know him, okay? So I'm taking responsibility for myself. When I notice that other people are bothering me, that's my cue. What is my inner child looking for? The clinginess, not wanting to be by yourself, needing for somebody to need you. That comes from an unhealthy dynamic that was set up in your childhood. Many of us are walking around with arrested development. Something happened to you as a child. You didn't properly heal it. The presence of complete healing is the absence of pain. If you have a memory of something and you feel that pain in your body, healing needs to happen. Now, this is true if it's happened to you as an adult or as a child, but the presence of pain is an indicator that healing needs to happen. And if it's the things that have happened to you as a child, heal them up inside yourself. You can't hold another person accountable for your healing. So if they're deceased or you're no longer in contact with them, you are still responsible for healing your inner child without them. Ho'oponopono, you guys hear me talk about it all the time, is a powerful tool because it transmutes energy, it moves it on, so you can ho'oponopono the people in your life that have hurt you and still experience the fullness of healing. It goes, I apologize, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Now, you may not be feeling particularly sorry for what happened to you, to them. You get it? Okay, did I say that right? But you're willing to give that energy so you can transmute it. Allow God to heal it for you. It's powerful. I know my clients have seen wonderful results with it, okay? There's another thing I like to talk about. It's Maslow's hierarchy of need. When your needs are met, you get to successfully transition to the next stage of need. The first stage being the lower level, it's like set up like a pyramid, people, okay? And at the lower level, the base, which is the largest piece, is your physiological needs. Now, these have to be established early on. It's food, water, warmth, the things that you need, rest, in order to live, simply live, having your physiological need met. Okay? The next are your needs for safety. Where can you lay your head at night and feel safe and secure? Okay? The next is belongingness and love and need. Now, here's the tricky thing. In order for you to feel the sense, the fullness of belongingness and love and that particular need, you have to have your physiological and your safety needs met first. I'm going to come back to that. Very important. Okay? Then you get to move on to the next tier in the pyramid, which is esteem. That's where you get to feel good about yourself, your contributions. Look at the things that you've done and have a healthy sense about them. The very top of the pyramid is self-actualization. Now, all of these needs have to be met in order for you to self-actualize. Actualize. Okay, I said that. Self-actualize. Okay, that is a very healthy place of being. That's when you come into yourself and you are able to manifest your visions, accomplish goals, actualizing yourself. But you got to know yourself in order to actualize yourself. This is when you are firing on all cylinders. You're contributing to society. You're doing well. Okay? Now, I said I was going to go back. Here's the thing. Each step is not always linear, reaching the top of that pyramid. A lot of people struggle between having their physiological needs and their safety needs met when they were children. If you spent a good amount of your childhood hungry, uncertain of where you were going to sleep that night, and unsafe because someone was harming you, guess what? As an adult, you're probably stuck on safety mode. And you might be stuck in between safety and having your physiological needs met. That happens for people. I see it. If this is happening with you, you have to baby yourself, love yourself up in a way that you can have those needs met, okay? Take care of yourself. What can you do to take care of yourself? You got to make sure that you have some stability in your life, whatever the means is. And a lot of times when people are not used to having these needs met, they're very manipulative. And it's not because they're trying to hurt you. It's a means of survival. They're trying to survive. They're on safety mode. If this sounds like you, heal yourself. Go back and rescue yourself. And here's the message. If this is you, you cannot heal yourself by taking care of other people. It will never save you. All right? The philosopher Thich Nhat Hanh says, when another person makes you suffer, it is because he suffers deeply within himself, and his suffering is spilling over. He does not need punishment. He needs help. That's the message he is sending. Okay? And then when you get a sense of these things being met and you have a sense of trying to establish belonging and love, you also cannot accomplish that by taking care of other people. You got to take care of yourself first. The plane is going down. The mask is dropped. Who are you going to give air to first? It has to be you. Because if you lose consciousness, if you lose yourself, you can't help anybody else. That's why all of these offerings, all of these helps, you get no gratitude back because you're helping the wrong people. You can't help yourself. Help others if you haven't helped yourself, okay? Then you get to go on and feel good about yourself. All right? There's an order to this. I encourage you to look that up. Maslow's hierarchy of need. It's very psychological. He was a very famous psychologist, one of the forefathers of psychology. Okay, look at there. Our time has come to an end. I'm going to try to flash a picture of that Maslow's hierarchy so those of you who are curious can have a look. My time is up. It's going quicker and quicker because I'm enjoying you. Remember, between today and next time we tune in, take care of yourself every day, at least 15 minutes. Give yourself the love you deserve. Fill yourself up to fullness instead of just feeling full. My name is Precious McGill. I love you with the love of God. God bless you and take care.